Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with the first deck of panning update for 2023. I'm very excited to update this project. I love this project in general. It was created by Emilynmax. I will have her link down below. She's amazing. Please go and check out her channel. She does a lot of different videos like project pan, beauty budget. She also have a book channel if you're into that kind of stuff, or like I think like a lifestyle book channel, so she does post other stuff as well, like lifestyle. She actually does a lot of like vegetable, like growing her own garden kind of things, but also books and stuff like that. So she has two channels, make sure to check her out. But yeah, today is the deck of panning first update. I will go through the 5 products that I've been working on in this project, and just briefly to cover the rules. You do have a deck of cards that you use to choose prompts off a game board. So each month the prompts themselves shuffle, and the only ones that stay the same are the kind of face cards, so Queen, King and Jack. I said that in a really good order, and then Ace as well. Plus you have the Joker in the deck, which always means, "Are you joking me?" which means that you have to pan something that you don't want to pan, but that's a different story. Make sure to check out my introduction and Emily's introduction if you want to have all the rules. One thing though that I forgot to say in the introduction that I wanted to add just now, but because I saw it in Emily's video and I completely forgot that I didn't mention that in mine, but I did mention in the first video that if you don't want to work on a prompt, you are able to do so this year. This is an additional rule that was added in, and if so, you can choose 2 cards instead. What I didn't clarify was that what you do is you choose a product that represents both prompts. So for example, let's say you get an autumnal product or autumn or whatever the prompt is, and then you get a cream product. Then you have to pick a cream product that is kind of autumn themed, so maybe like a vampy lipstick, I don't know, like a burnt orange blush, like a cream blush, something like that. Same as if you were to get like indie, and I'm trying to think of something else, like boyfriends or family friends pick, I don't know what the prompt is, but something like along those lines. Then you get your partner or friend or whoever picks for you to pick from your indie makeup. So that's kind of how you choose that. If you just decide to skip a prompt, you have to pick something that represents both the prompts that you pull in the next 2 cards. So I just wanted to clarify that quickly, but I'm gonna jump into the products that I have been working on. But before I do so, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So first up, we have 2 products right here, which I've rolled in for both kind of the same prompts. I can't remember now, but one of the prompts that both of these works for are the a brand that you only own 1 product from, and then there was the second one, which I think was, I can't remember what the other one was. Maybe it was cream, or maybe it was something like that. Basically, I chose my 2 cream highlighters that I both brought in last year from Cult Beauty in different gift bags. The first one is my Rowan Row Glow highlighter in the shade Glazed, and then I also have the Light Lock Stick in Frenzy from About Face. So I rolled both of these in with a usage of 10 uses. I rolled both of these in to use 15 times. I just wanted to get use out of them and get to know them better. So let's start with the Rowan one first. So this one I have used 5 times in the first month, and you can see that it's a little bit of progress there actually. I'm surprised that I do have some progress to show, but this one is like, it looks a bit more kind of champagne because it has some foundation on the top. But you can see there that it is like a white kind of stick, and it has like a golden shift to it. I quite enjoy this one actually. I need to be careful with it though, because it does lift my foundation, but I can tap it on with my finger or even use it underneath my foundation. So I'm enjoying it so far, but I have 10 more uses to go on this one. I'm gonna try to maybe get this one out next month, but we'll see. So that is the first one. The second one, which is the About Face one, this one is very sparkly. It looks like this. It's kind of like almost like gritty. I'm not going to fully swatch it, but hopefully you can see that on my finger. That is like very chunky, very sparkly. It has like a pink to gold shift, and it's absolutely stunning, but I can't really wear this every day. I mean, I could, but it's not really my style when going to the office or wearing like every day. but I have used this one twice. So I have 13 more uses to go on this one, and then 10 more uses on this one. I'm going to try to step up the usage game a little bit on both of these. I'm going to hopefully have this one done next month, and maybe be close to having this one out next month. We'll see how it goes, but that is my first 2 products. The next product was my Charlotte Tilbury powder, and I rolled this one in for powder product, I believe. This is what it looked like last month, and basically with this one I just wanted to finish it because, as you can see, I didn't have very much left. This one had shattered at the introduction, so I repressed it in the center, and it took me 25 uses, but I have finished it. You can see right here that it is done. Again, it took me 25 uses, so it took me basically the whole month. I actually used it for the last time today to set down the face. I just had like a tiny bit left, so I used to set my under eyes with that, and it is now done. So I'm happy to roll something in its place at the end of the video. I'm going to replace this one, and I mean, I can expect this one to be done. It's kind of sad though. This is probably my favorite powder, and I will repurchase this one at some point, but I might try to get some use out of other powders in my collection first. But I do really love this one. Then the next product that I rolled in came from my Beauty Bay Book of Magic palette in the shade Sorcery. This one, I'm trying to remember what prompts I got for this one. I honestly, I can't really remember what prompt I got for this one. Yeah, I can't remember. If I can figure it out while editing, I will put it on the screen. Otherwise, you can check out my introduction because I mentioned it there. But I got this palette, and the shadow that I rolled in was the shade Sorcery, which looked like this at the introduction. I really quite like this one. I actually wearing this on my eyes today. I wore it all over my lid as a base, blended it out with a pink shadow, and then put some shimmers on top. And in today's look, I was able to hit pan on it. As you can see, it's a small pan, but I did hit pan on it, and it took me 6 uses to hit pan. The eyeshadows in these palettes are very shallow. And when I used this one, I packed a lot of it on because I used this one in colorful looks, so I used to like pack it on really intensely to get the pigment and intensity. With shadows like, for example, this one here, I used them in more to blend out, so I used more of a fluffy brush and use it more lightly. But this one here I did use quite heavily every time I used it, so it only took me 6 uses to hit pan. And this one will be rolling out as well, since my goal with this eyeshadow was to hit pan on it. Then lastly, for the last prompt that I had was hair care, and I rolled in my System Professionals Balance Energy Serum, which is a scalp serum. I never use products like this, and my goal is to get this one down below this text right here, so like the logo text. I want to get below there. So I only used this one once in the past month, but I do have a little bit of progress. I used this after washing my hair last time, and I used it that much. I used it all over my scalp. I'm not sure what it did, but I think I'm gonna have to use this one more regularly to actually see a difference. So I'm really gonna try to get some more use out of this one. When I used it, it was on Wednesday, was it? Yeah, and now it's on Saturday. So I used it when I washed my hair. Maybe I'll use it again today, if I remember, or tomorrow. Because this one, it says on the back that you should use it 3 times a week or more, or daily for increased effect. So 3 times a week, yeah, I mean, I can do that. I think if I use it like midweek, so like Wednesday on the weekend, and then like beginning of the week, something like that, I'll try to use it 3 times a week. That's what I'm going to try to do. So hopefully I can have some more progress on this one next month, and if that's how much progress I have after one use, I should be able to roll this one out next month if I keep using it regularly. Granted, when I did use it, I used it very heavily though, because I knew that I hadn't used it yet, and it was only, you know, about a week, less than a week actually, to my update. So I wanted to use it, and yeah, I used it quite heavily, so that's why I have so much progress on it. But that is the last product. So I have the game board in front of me with the prompts. I'm gonna pick 2 cards since I roll out 2 products. I'm trying to shuffle at the same time as talking, and it's very distracting. So I'm shuffling a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull 2 cards. So shuffling, and then I'm just gonna cut the deck, and I'm gonna pick 2 cards. So the first card we're gonna get is gonna be, okay, king. So it's a black king, which for black king, I can show you that straight away, is splurge. Okay, so something expensive, something splurgy. That's fine. That is the first product. Then the second card is gonna be 2 of spades. So 2 of spades is a primer. Okay, yeah, I'm working on a primer serum at the moment, but that should be fine. So let me go and get those products, and I will be right back. So I'm back, and I have chosen my 2 products. The first one, which was a splurge, I decided to roll in my Hourglass palette. This is the Ambient Lightning Edit Ghost palette. It is the only kind of face product I have from them, but these are quite expensive, so I wanted to roll this one in. And my goal with this one will be to use this in any capacity 100 times. And with that, what I mean is I want to use like everything in here, like 100. I want to have 100 uses in here, and that is not like 100 days. What I'm counting is like, if let's say if one day I use the bronzer and the highlighter, that will be 2 uses. That's the highlighter, sorry, not this one. If I use like a blush and the powder, that's 2 uses. So I guess if I used every single shade in here every single day, that would be 6 uses per day. But I think that would mean that instead of just reaching for one shade at a time, I might get more use out of this as a overall as a palette. So I do want to do that for my uses, so 100 uses of this combined. So I might track every individual shade and then add it up to see until I get 100 uses. So that's going to be my goal with this one. For the second prompt, which was a primer, this could actually have worked for both prompts. So let's say if I was combining my prompts, which I was mentioning before, this would have been a perfect product for that, because my 2 prompts was splurge and primer. But the primer I decided to roll in is my Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Primer. I'm rolling this one in because this one it's still hydrating, but it's still a little bit more on the kind of silicone side, and since I'm working on a primer serum, I want to have something different. I don't want to have too many similar products, so that's why I'm rolling this one in. I will try to finish this one. I don't see the hype in this product really. Like, it's nice, but it's not my favorite primer. So yeah, I'm not sure how much I have left exactly in here, but yeah, I will try to use it up and see just how long that takes. So that is my 2 products I'm rolling in. So that was my update today, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I will have again Emily's channel link down below, as well as the collaboration playlist with everyone else who's doing this project, so make sure to check them out as well. I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye guys.